Everybody is scared of something, but if you have an excessive and irrational fear of something, then it's called a phobia. Common phobias are spiders, flying, blood, needles, dogs, and heights. But since phobias are irrational, it is possible to have a phobia of almost anything. Clowns, laughter, water, balloons, and even cheese. Phobias can limit your life, albeit usually in a small way. This is because you try to avoid what you fear. For example, if you have a spider phobia, you may avoid going into your shed or cellar. If you have a dog phobia, you may avoid parks. There are three problems with phobias. Firstly, the more you avoid the thing you fear, the worse the phobia gets. Secondly, no matter how much you try to avoid it, you will eventually be confronted by what you fear. And thirdly, phobias can turn into anxiety disorders, which are much more serious and can be life-limiting. Let's say you have a blood phobia. When you are young and single, if you are lucky, you'll be able to avoid blood. If a friend cuts their finger, you can just avoid looking at it. But once you have children, there's a very high chance you're going to have to deal with blood, as they frequently fall over and hurt themselves. Now, blood is a very interesting phobia, because during a blood phobia-induced panic attack, the blood pressure actually drops, which can lead to fainting. In non-blood phobic panic attacks, blood pressure rises, so fainting is rare even though you might feel faint due to the racing heart and shallow and fast breathing. People who have had a phobic panic attack in public can develop a fear of fainting, even if they just felt faint. This may lead you to fear public places or to fear having another panic attack. This can lead to panic disorder and agoraphobia. Phobic panic attacks can be very embarrassing, especially if they happen in public places. Imagine if you take your child to a kid's party and your balloon phobia is revealed when he starts screaming in front of all the children and parents. After that, you may worry that it could happen again. Panic attacks can be very scary, and you might start fearing the panic attack, which again can lead to panic disorder and agoraphobia. Agoraphobia is a serious anxiety disorder where people fear places they can't easily escape from. In severe cases, they may never leave home. Many people will get through their lives with the phobia and not develop an anxiety disorder. But it can happen, and I've seen it happen, and if not treated, can lead to a life of medication and anxiety. And the shame of it is that phobias are really easy to get rid of. Cognitive behavioral therapy is the gold standard for phobia treatment, though a good hypnotherapist can also be effective against phobias. Someone who practices both CBT and hypnotherapy is ideal, as hypnotherapy has been found to enhance CBT. It can take as little as 2 or 3 sessions to overcome a phobia, and once it is gone, it tends not to come back. And you need not worry about encountering blood, spiders, balloons, or cheese ever again. If you know someone with a phobia, please share this video. If you are interested in anxiety, please subscribe to my channel, where I have over 20 videos on different anxiety disorders and treatments. The key to beating anxiety disorders is knowledge. Let's share that knowledge.